Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I've got a little spotty box for you. I have a thing for spots. I just love them, and I love the Polka Dot Parade paper. But it's a lidded box and it's so cute. So it's the slightly thicker cardstock at the bottom and then the lovely lush white, crisp white on the top with the ribbon band. And as you can see, these two do look a little bit different. So I've got red with white flowers and I've got white with red flowers, but I'm going to make a pumpkin pie version. So I'm going to slide these out of the way for a minute, bring in my scoring tool, a simply scored scoring tool, and you need 2 pieces of cardstock. So you need your colour for the base. So this is, as I said before, pumpkin pie. This measures 5.5 by 5.5 inches, which is 14 by 14 centimetres. And don't worry, click down below and there'll be a direct link to this specific project, and you'll be able to go and find it on my blog and see all of the measurements there. So 5.5 by 5.5, 14 by 14, and then your lid is 4 9/16 of an inch by 4 9/16 of an inch, which is 11.2 by 11.2 centimetres. That just makes life easier when you're wanting your lid to fit nicely over the top. So with the base, you score this at 1.5 inches on all 4 sides, which is 4 centimetres on all 4 sides, and you just keep scoring it all the way around till you've done all of it. So that's the whole of the base done. Then you bring in your lid, and this one we're going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides, which is 2.5 centimetres. And if you can hear the noise in the background, that's Fennel, my cat. I don't know what she's shouting at. Something outside probably. So 1 inch on all 4 sides, 2.5 centimetres on all 4 sides. There you go. If I tip that, you can see it. Leave the scoring tool out of the way. And you need a bone folder to fold all of your sides and burnish them well. She's very noisy. I don't know what she's had. She's probably just woken up and decided that she wants to let us know she's there. Just keep folding all the way round. So that's the bottom all done and what have you. I'm going to do the stamping first because I will forget otherwise, and I will do it in the wrong place, and I want to get my punching out of the way because everything's kind of cluttering my desk today. So the stamp set I used, it's a big set. It's called Bring on the Cake, and obviously it's predominantly for birthdays. But you know, you could maybe pick out this one, Spoil Yourself Today, or Wishing You a Wonderful Day. It doesn't have to be for birthdays. The Wish Big doesn't. And obviously A Gift for You is the one that I love, and I use it quite frequently. So it's already mounted on my block. Matching pumpkin pie ink. So I'm just going to stamp this on the Whisper White. And then I want to punch this using the 1 1/4 inch circle. I'm going to nest 2 over the top of each other, 1 1/4 and 1 3/8. So I'll do this one first. And I want to keep it down to the bottom because I'm going to put the sort of florally bit over. And then I'm going to have 3 flowers using my itty bitty punch shapes. And this is the scalloped one. So let's just fire those all over my desk. Oops. There it goes. Bring my ink back in and a sponge, and this is a wedge, and I get often asked quite frequently how I make these. Basically it's one of our circular wedges cut into 6 pieces, and then I've punched an oval in the same colour card and just scribbled on it, look at my dodgy handwriting, pea pie, pumpkin pie, and stapled it on, and that's all I do. I saw the idea on Pinterest somewhere years ago, yonks ago, and it was a great idea. It means your fingers, well, in theory, your fingers don't get very inky, although this hand probably will with these little flowers. So do all of those. And then I want to, taking the bigger punch, this is the 1 3/8 of an inch circle, have 1 and some pumpkin pie, and those will all sit over the top of each other. So I'm going to get my dimensionals out, so I'll have this one nesting over the top, and then I want to make these a tiny bit 3D, so onto my piercing mat, back of the paper piercer, straight into the middle of them, and it just lifts them up. I've got some crystals around here. Oh, she's very noisy. I'm so sorry. She'll probably appear on the desk in a minute. So 3 of those. And then I'm going to bring in my ever faithful mini glue dots, which are in my glue box, which is just over there, and I forgot to get them out. Here we go. Mini glue dots. And I'm just going to pop those just to sit in a little pretty corner off to one side. There we go, so I can put these all out of the way, and I've got some space now. Right, to make the box, what we're going to do is basically detach the this square bit on one side so it will fold in. So you cut straight up the score line of the rectangle, notch into one side of the square and the other, and this just gives it that really professional finish by doing the notching. By doing the notching on both sides makes a huge difference. And although I use the stamping trimmer, which is scarily accurate for cutting, I appreciate that not everybody has, and I've been recently having conversations with people who don't have our trimmer, and maybe their tools aren't as accurate. It's not that they're not accurate, that their tools aren't. So if you notch in on both sides, that's no problem. And then the same on the larger box. Notch in on both sides. Here she is. She's right outside the door now. She probably lost me. As long as she doesn't land on the desk, we'll be okay. So just keep notching out all of these bits. And then I would recommend sticky strip or liquid glue to build your box. I'm just going to use snail for speed, but it won't stay together permanently. So like I say, snail is for speed for the video purposes. It's not to hold it permanently closed. And you want to put it onto all of these little tabs that, whoops, oh, I think I need a new shell. It's catching on something. Oh, look at it, it's definitely, oh, it's catching all over the place. It's a bit gummed up down here. Oh well, we won't worry about it now. She says doing it for speed and is all gummed up and stuck. Oh, for goodness sake. You get the idea. You put your adhesive in the corners. Like I say, liquid glue would be best though. And just fold them round to meet. There we go, so that's the bottom done. So that's now got that really nice sharp crisp edge, as you can see all the way around. And then the lid, actually I forgot to put this on, this is the DSP, this is the Polka Dot Parade, and it measures 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 inches, which is 5 by 5 centimetres for the metric version. Actually, you can get 2 box bases from 1 sheet of cardstock and a plentiful supply of lids. She is right out. She's literally sat outside the door shouting at me. Naughty girl. So the DSP lid is on. Fold up the sides in exactly the same way. She's too old to be in season, but she sounds awfully like she is. And then the final side up. Oh, I'm just going to keep on giggling, I think. Then the lid will just sit nicely over the top. So that's that on. And then I've got my lovely wisp white taffeta ribbon. Tie it on. Do we think I can take on a bow today? I will do my best. It's not bad. That's not a bad bow. It's not a brilliant bow, but you know me, I'm bow challenged. Snip off the ends. Oh, to a prettier angle than that. And another dimensional on the back of that. And that is a cute little spotty box, and obviously because we've got 6 colours in our polka dot parade paper, you can make a variety of colours. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and for joining Fennel as well, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye!